नमस्कार। मैं हूं दक्ष धवन एनएमआईएमएस मुंबई से और स्वागत है आप सभी का मई 2024 की न्यूज बुलेटिन में।
Greetings everyone. My name is Avni Chauhan from DLDAV Model School. A warm welcome to our news bulletin for May 2024 and we are your reporters for the day.
The highlights of the month included a three-day teachers conclave held at Army Public School, Mamun, Pathankot that discussed several important topics at great length. Beginning from 29th May 2024 to 31st May 2024, a panel of teachers from different areas of expertise were invited to join the discussion.
Another momentum of highlight for Anon Global Foundation for the month of May was a 2 days event for Project Ujai, which was held in collaboration with Arch Foundation at Bhiwadi. For more details, let us delve into all the events in the month of May.
May was a busy month for Anon Global Foundation as we conducted 14 workshops across various schools across Delhi NCR. The Teachers Conclave at Army Public School was a three-day event discussing brand new themes each day. This event was the first of its kind organized by Anon Global Foundation, bringing forth eminent speakers to the stage. The intern accompanying our resources person for this event was Aisha from Visual Arts team.
Our speaker for day one was Ms. Rema Allens Daniel, a noted principal at several well-reputed schools and a recipient of Delhi State Award and CBSE National Award. She discusses classroom management and happy classroom. Multiple intelligence with the panel of teachers for the day who were Mr. Sandeep Rajput, officiated principal, Mrs. Chaitali Sharma, headmistress, Mrs. Monica Vadera, TGT Science, and Mrs. Shivani Sharma, PRT. The teachers' conclave for the day involved discussion of vital topics such as intellectuality of and at different levels, maintaining a joyous environment at school, etc.
The second day was reserved for mental health and stress management, mastering metacognition. The panelists for day two were Dr. Charu Chopra, academic coordinator, Mr. Surinder, PGT Geography, Mrs. Jyoti Prahava, PRT, and Ms. Sanjukta Sharma, PRT. On the second day, our speakers talked about the vitality of teachers' mental health, the immense stress that they power through, and coping techniques that they can implement in their lives.
On the third day, our speakers discussed personality development, gender sensitization. A panel of teachers actively participated in the discussion with great insights. Mrs. Ruby Soni, PGT Computer, Mrs. Minakshi Sambyal, PRT, and Mrs. Pooja Thakur, PRT, had spirited involvement in the workshop. Anon created a workshop that gave teachers a platform to discuss and acknowledge several personality development approaches that they can carry out in their own lives. After all, knowledge grows when you share. At the end of the 3 day event, all the panelists and the school were certified by Anon Global Foundation for collaborating and conducting the Teachers' Conclave.
Project Unchai is an initiative taken by Anon Global Foundation to empower underprivileged women and children living in urban slums. Through this project, we aim to help the children get along with the ones who are underprivileged. The project aligns with the Indian philosophy Vasudev Kutumbakam, the world is one family. This month, the two sessions for Project Unchai was organized and successfully completed. The first session of this month was organized in Bhiwadi in collaboration with Arch Foundation to empower women and their daughters. The first day of the session was held for adolescent girls by the president of the foundation, Dr. Aarti Girdhar, and Ms. Pooja Sachdeva, accompanied by our interns Jia Singh, Ayan Sachdeva, and Vrinda Batra. The session on the second day was held with women from rural areas by Dr. Aarti Girdhar and Ms. Rashmi Ahuja, accompanied by her intern Soumya Singh. To engage with the girls and women, a lot of interactive activities were conducted and many props were used, which were absolutely eco-friendly, due to which the session was a successful one. Due to the efforts of the speakers, this session has impacted the lives of the adolescent girls and the women who live in rural areas. The second for the project was organized on the topic anger management and mental well-being at Government of Delhi Residential Colony Kalyanwas, Delhi, with collaboration with Titliya, an NGO for underprivileged, and the speakers for this workshop, who were interns, are Bhaskar Gupta and Vaishnavi Shukla.
There were two workshops conducted on the topics neurosciences and well-being and stress management for classes 9th to 12th. The workshop on neurosciences and well-being centrally discussed how neuroscientific evidence contributed to well-being of the brain and the mind simultaneously. Stress management workshop for the students of classes 9th and 10th included details on how to deal or overcome with stress and anxiety that students face on a daily basis due to academic pressure, homework, etc. The effective use of approaches such as sustainable props, storytelling, and anecdotes helped bring together an engaging discussion for the students, teachers, as well as our resource persons. Our intern Raksha Singh enthusiastically volunteered, taking away not just enriching values but also providing her assistance to the workshop.
Anon Global Foundation conducted workshops for students of classes 6th to 12th pertaining to themes that range from embracing growth mindset to mastering metacognition to discipline reset. The workshops aimed at aiding school-going students understand themselves better and observe their own mindsets, reaction, and growth patterns. Our speakers used retrospective methodology in order to interest the students. Our intern, Mahi Chauhan, assisted Ms. Shami Pruthi at the school in various tech-related work, as well as had perspective takeaways from the workshop. Our speaker, intern, Mahi Chauhan, and the students actively participated in the discussion along with props and other helpful means of understanding.
We celebrated the occasion of Mother's Day with mothers at Presidium School, Noida. The workshop entailed detailed discussions on social and mental well-being of mothers, whilst dealing with problems and concluding solutions to them on a daily basis. Our speakers discussed the impacts of digital addictions on neuroscience and mental well-being of mothers. The participants joined in through fun games, thought-provoking conversations, and props. Happiness and Well-being of Mothers was a workshop assisted by our intern Tavleen Kaur and speaker Ms. Shami Pruthi and Ms. Binitha Chaudhary.
The workshops conducted for the students of classes 6 to 12 spanned through diverse topics of communication skills and gender sensitivity. In an era where communication has curtailed to mobile phones, texts, and direct messages, it is important that students understand the significance of communicating well. Simultaneously, educating our young generation regarding gender roles and how we must treat them in our life is just as important. Anon Global Foundation sensitized the students regarding these themes by organizing the workshop. Our intern, Garv Puri, helped our speakers and students engage in such discerning discussions through games, props, storytellings, etc.
Anon organized a workshop for teachers at Gores International School, which aimed at equipping teachers with knowledge and skills that they require in order to thrive. Dealing with students, especially teenagers, on a daily basis is not easy. That is also complemented with immense workload. It is vital for teachers to know and learn how to foster harmony in workplace environments as well as strike a balance between personal life and work life. Pratham Bhargava, our intern at Anand, helped our speakers in making this session a joyous success.
A capacity building workshop was held for teachers in collaboration with Indraprasth International School, Dwarka, that included discussions on positive workplace, compassionate classroom, digital detox, and net etiquettes. The day-long workshop included visual inputs, eco-friendly props, quizzes, questionnaires, etc. The teachers had active participation throughout, discussing workplace environment and digital etiquettes. Our interns, Chetna Pawar and Riya Chauhan, were also on the receiving end of this workshop, learning and comprehending such themes and taking away implementing techniques into the bags of wisdom. At the end of the workshop, the day as well as participating teachers were certified by Anon Global Foundation as a vote of appreciation for their involvement in the workshop.
A similar capacity building workshop was conducted for teachers at KR Mangalam World School. Though the themes explored remained the same, the conduct of approach remained different. Ms. Shami Pruthi inculcated fun games, props, storytelling, reflective methodology in order to reach out to the panel of teachers who participated in the day-long workshop. Our interns Kritika Gupta and Srishti Goswami accompanied our speakers to this session. The school as well as the teachers were felicitated with certificates by Anon Global Foundation for collaborating and ensuring yet another joyous success in their belt of achievements.
The three podcasts released in the month of May are centrally aligned with the concept of wisdom, how physical and mental health are interconnected, and more. You can find these podcasts on Anon Streams, which is available on Spotify.
Exploring Shunya, a journey of self discovery. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. The first episode for the series Wisdom Between the Lines is Exploring Shunya, a journey of self discovery. Dive into the world of Shunya. The host, Siddhant Pradhan, accompanied by Ms. Anu Sapra, has captivatingly explained Shunya by Shri M and its importance. In this episode, the host has explained beautifully the need to discover oneself. Listen to the podcast and help discover one more beautiful person, you.
Food psychology, inner voice counseling. Healthy eating is a way of life. So it's important to establish routines that are simple, realistic, and ultimately livable. Every living being likes to explore every variety of flavors, but knowing the impact of food on our mind and body is also necessary. Ms. Suruchi Sani is a great psychologist in the US, is here with another episode of Inner Voice counseling along with our student intern, Ms. Prisha Sindhwani, who carefully explains the impact of food on our body and mind and tells us how they are interconnected with one another.
Does therapy overshadow a child? Parent's perspective. I am not a product of my circumstances. I am a product of my decisions. Therapies contribute a lot to our mental health, but when your parents are not convinced, it is a problem. But don't worry, in this episode of Inner Voice Counseling, the host, Ms. Tushti Dhingra, again accompanied by our honorable guest, even speaker Ms. Suruchi Seni, explains the need for therapy for every individual and will solve your problem by convincing everyone for good.
This month, 11 blogs have been uploaded on this site, which pinpoint the issues faced by people regarding their mental health, and some are self-help blogs which will cultivate life skills and solution for the problems. The blogs written in the month of May are
Gita, a self-realization, not a self-help group by Shwetam Singh Negi. The Delusionment Resort by Himanshi. Embracing the Essence of Motherhood. A Journey of Love, Sacrifice and Resilience by Hanisha Pruthi. Mindful Minimalism. Simplifying Life for Greater Happiness by Ananya Anvesha Nayak. Procrastination and the Art of Time Travel. Navigating the Space Between Now and Later by Punya. Discover What is Within by Shirin Sharma. Becoming Fearless and More Confident. A tutorial by Shwetang Sundar Negi. The Mind's Companion. Your Life's Decision by Samishti Kaul. The Cloud Trap. Faking Mental Health Struggles by Pia Jaipurkar. Repeat after me. I Love Myself by Shri Banerjee. Unconditional Acceptance by Komal. These blogs are centered on topics like self-acceptance, self-love, confidence, mindfulness, etc. You can access these blogs along with a lot more blogs on our website. If you are interested in contributing your own one, don't forget to reach out.
on the 18th and 19th of May. we had a wonderful virtual facilitation ceremony and on farewell fiesta. Kabhi Alvida Na Kehna to facilitate our amazing interns from 15 diverse teams of our Batch 5 Anon internship program 2023-24. Volunteers of the months of March and April were announced and facilitated for their enthusiasm and commitment. A certificate of recognition was awarded to Mr. Tanmay Sharma for his immense contribution to Anon Talks, a game of tag and brag, and a memorable video premiere was also held for our interns to refresh memories of their 6 months internship with Anon. The 2-day event was organized by Mr. Siddhant Pradhan and the event management team flawlessly in an attempt to make them feel appreciated and cherished.
In honor of World Laughter Day, a virtual event, Laughathon, was organized by our event management team, hosted by Mr. Bhaskar Gupta and Mr. Siddhant Pradhan, who led the session wonderfully, bringing about laughter from all attendees of the event. 80 plus interns graced us with their presence, and several interns participated by sharing hilarious real life incidents and jokes. The event was a great success, with one message imparted to all: laughter is the best medicine.
Talk It Out was a virtual event which was organized on May 30th, 2024 for the Mental Awareness Month, organized by our event management team, with the host being Mr. Bhaskar Gupta, who led the session wonderfully. The interns of our foundation were invited, and their enthusiasm made the session lively. The session talked about mental health and its importance, and the key point of the session was to share views on what mental health means to one and how one is working on his or her mental well-being. It was a wonderful session as the audience was interactive throughout the session.
When it comes to fitness, Anonathon seeks unique opportunities for its audience. For the month of May also, Anonathon came up with a wonderful challenge of practicing yoga with a bottle, and again proves that anything and everything can be used as an equipment when it comes to fitness. Ms. Prerna Sharma conducted the session, which was fruitful session as the audience was active throughout the YouTube live. A big congratulations to the winner of the challenge, Riya Chauhan from Queens Valley School, Dwarka in senior category, and Divyanshi from Hari Vidya Bhavan Senior Secondary School in junior category. Stay tuned for more such challenges. The best teams for the month of May were event management and book club team, as they participated enthusiastically throughout the month.
Anon Global Foundation is set to organize its 4th interns meet on 15th June 2024. Mr. Varun Rawat, founder and lead instructor at Covered Self-Defense System, would be joining us as our chief guest, imparting a great deal of knowledge in the self-defense session that has been planned for our interns besides the several interesting activities. We are looking forward to meeting our interns, and the team is all geared up with weeks of hard work and preparation. With this, we have come up to the end of the news of May. Our foundation is delighted for the audience's support. If you are compassionate about fostering good mental health for you and the ones around you, reach us at Anon. We will work together to change this world for good. Stay tuned for our social media handles, YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, WhatsApp, and Instagram for more updates. And don't hold back on reaching out to us. We will be more than delighted. Until next time, your dedicated reporters, Daksh Dhawan and
Rajni Chauhan.